Hello everyone, this is Andy's Free Guitar Chart Videos. Welcome to my YouTube subscribers and my Facebook friends. And anyone who's found this video on YouTube, please like and subscribe. Follow the instructions below for the URL put together to access Andy's Free Guitar Chart Videos group on Facebook, where you can view the charts in their entirety and the videos in their entirety and the charts in fairly good resolution, but not as good as in the lessons here. So let's see what we got here. By the way, I got a little injury from trying a little too hard to get those chords, so going to doing a little more explaining in charts today, as opposed to playing, trying to reach out and get these chords. I haven't had much time to practice. So I've got three charts. We've got 423, 424, and 425. So we've got 423 regular positions, minor chords, plus half position minor chords, all 5 positions. This is where it all started when we were working on the half position chords. So here are the half position chord boxes that we were working on, including the next shape up. Okay, so what are we looking at here? We're looking at the 1, the 3 minor, and the 6 minor, say in the C minor shape 6 minor. Let's look at that. So here's the C minor shape 6 minor. Normally it would be 3 6 root 3 6, and then root would be over here again, but that's going into the D minor shape right there. Okay, so this shows that if we're playing this half position here, okay, in this case the C minor position is the 6th of the root, all right, but we could also look at it as the 3rd of the 5th. So if we look over here, we're looking more at a G minor position rather, as the 3rd of the 5th. Once again, we can't get these notes because the fret nut is here. Look for these fret nuts here. Don't pay any attention if you see one that looks like it was left over from a previous fretboard. So I've gone and made an extra effort to make the frets really nice today for chart 425, which is every fret's a fret nut. Chart 425, we'll be working up to that, but this is 423. So in the 3 minor shape here, of course, we have a D-shaped 1, okay, and we should be showing that D-shaped 1, but we don't, because this is the 3 minor mask. It's the 3 minor mask. In other words, we're looking at 3 minor here. We're not looking at root 3 5. So where's root? Well, root's where it should be. Up here, it's just not shown. So it would be a D-shaped root there, okay, and then a G-shaped 4th. The 4th isn't shown, but it would be right here, 4 and 4. So it would be 2, 4, it would be a big G major shaped 4th. And an A major shaped 5th happens to be shown because we're looking at its relative minor, which is the 3rd Phrygian scale. Okay, so what we get is that G minor shape with shape fitting. It starts here on the 3rd, 3 5 7, but since the fret nut is here, we can't get these guys, and then so we had to find some other notes to play here, and I'm not going to play that right now because we've got to really take it easy with the wrist. You know, I definitely hurt this doing the guitar. But it's okay. I mean, I'm good. I could play, but I don't want to aggravate it. I started playing this morning. I got onto something else, and it started to throb a little bit. Got to give injuries a chance to heal a little bit. Had a problem with my wrist a long time ago. In college, I had to drop a computer class. I'd take that class 3 times. Finally, by the time we took the class the 3rd time, the teacher said, "You make your own grade." So I gave myself a B in computer design. Good class. So that's what 423 is about. It got me going on these minor chords. Now previously in the E box over here, so here's our E box up here. We're just gonna give these like little nicknames, E box, but there could be you know, when we get into chart 425, we're going to have to start to make some distinctions between an E box and a root box and all kinds of boxes, where we're going to have basically a 60 box system, but essentially it's, I guess, 60 fret system. We're going to look at that. 60 fret system gives us the 12 tones, okay, and the 7. So I think 7 times 12. Let's see, 10 times 10 times 7, 70. Okay, plus 2 more 7s is 84 frets. So you can see with the whole thing, you know, we don't have a guitar that's long enough. But if we kind of sneak up to chart 425 here, what we got is, and let's just put me over here a minute, we'll look at chart 425, sinking chords. Now these are your sinking chords. So this is where we get the 60 chords. Okay, for long cutout and tripentatonic cages, every fret a fretnut, as I said, 60 fret system, all 12 keys. So where do we get 84? We probably have 84 frets involved here. I'm not sure the difference there. Let me just see something. Okay, the way that it turns out to be only 60 frets across the top here, and then 60 frets across this guy here. You can see this long fretboard here. Now these are, it depends on how you divide it. So in 5 fret cages like this, and every one of these is now a cage, so we have to give it a name, and it turns out we cover all 12 keys in this. What we've got is essentially 12 times 5 frets is a 60 fret fretboard, okay, and we got some repeatability. Okay, so the 60 fret system, all 12 keys. Yes, it is all 12 keys. I already verified it. We can do that right now. Let's just go to the top. Let's look at the E root 2-3, okay, the E long box, and we have root. Okay, so if that would be a C, let's say I'm C tuned right here. Okay, I'm C tuned, so here's where you're tuned at E. Here's down D tuned. Here's down C tuned. So this is my C. There's a B flat. Okay, so it's a little different than tuning in E. But let's just look at it, because it doesn't matter. That's why you don't see any A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay, you don't see any C, D, E, F, G, A, B written on this, because it depends where you put the capo. It depends what box you're in. So there's no reason to nail it down to a key until we start talking about a particular key, assign that R up there as a C. C, like be low, a C lower than middle C maybe. Okay, kind of thing. Up here in the this C is middle C, right? So this would be lower C, this would be low C. Down there, remember we were talking about that. Okay? Good coffee.